Hey everybody, Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies, and welcome to another episode of our podcast, which is called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
Yes, it is called Freedom Through Passive Income.
You'd think I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because these videos, I'm just being a little kooky.
This episode is called For Richer or Poorer, and it has nothing to do with being married, but this is about stocks versus real estate. And so we're going to talk about the stock investors.
Yes. So I was reading an article and it really cracked me up. And I was like, I'm totally going to write a script about this because it reminded me of Flip. And it was talking about stock investors who are on their phones or on their computer and they're checking it all the time.
I got no phone.
It's like they're getting on to go, am I rich or am I poor today? Because it just, it can be so volatile.
Yeah, both work.
And it goes up and down and it's kind of crazy. So they're always just kind of, hands-on and checking it. And you and I have never invested in stocks. We're just not stock people. We're not crypto people. But recently we're like, okay, we learned the 40-40-20 rule. And suddenly we're like, let's just take 20% and play. And you've been playing, not me. And I'm watching you just going, this is so funny. When I read the article, I was like, that is so true. I watch Flip do this all the time.
I think this is more or less like watching a cat play, right? I mean, it's on an app on my phone, and I turn on my phone. Hey, there's the app. Click, click. Nope, I lost more money. Click. Oh, that went up 10 cents. Okay, so what? But I can still watch it. It's nothing exciting,
right? Like
watching a cat play.
Yeah,
it's nothing exciting, and so it's something that I still do. I'm not watching it like what you're describing here. I'm not watching it going, I'm down, sell.
Right.
Nothing like that. But I still look every 5 minutes.
Yes, yeah. So when we talked about this yesterday, I think it was a different episode that we were talking about this particular subject, and I said, do you check real estate like that every day?
No.
So this is what this podcast is exactly about, richer or poorer. So here, that was my example of stock market investors jumping online to go, am I rich or am I poor today? Go ahead and I'll let you talk about real estate. Yeah,
so like real estate investors, so like you just said, do I check in real estate every day? No. But it's kind of funny. I will check like every month or every 2 months or whatever. Just for, for no other reason than to check.
Yeah.
Because real estate moves slow. You don't have to check it daily. You can if you want, but it's not. There's
0 points.
Zero reason to it. And if you're partnered with the right team who studies the market and they buy right and are good operators, you can achieve a pretty consistent and predictable result.
Yeah.
Which is increasing. Whether it's super increasing, like if you're in Phoenix or California or Florida or whatever, they just goes like that. Or if you're in Ohio, it goes like this.
Boring. We like boring. We talked about that the other day too.
Yeah, we do like boring. So again, that's not something that you need to check every day, but I still check it about every month or 2 months.
Yeah. And so you had brought up studying the market, and I just want to bring this up because Aaron and I talked about it yesterday on our podcast. And he had a totally different view because I was like, I'm not the expert. I'm not an economical expert, an expert on the economy. That's a better way to say it.
There you go. We'll go that direction.
I just love making stuff up on the fly. But I listened to people around me, and he had the opposite view of never try to time the market. Like that's the dumbest thing you could ever do because you never know we don't have a crystal ball. You never know what's going to happen. So as you were just talking about real estate and thinking about the market, I pinged into that thought of what Aaron said, and I was just like, oh. Where it does come in handy, though, is knowing where the market is going or knowing the right exit strategy for that market.
Right.
In 2008, when we started, we weren't doing this.
No.
We could have done large family apartments, but not necessarily some of the other things that we're doing right now.
Oh, right.
What we did at that point in time was subject to wraparounds, foreclosures, short sales, things like that, things that were right for that market. So if you're working with a team that's reliable and has experience and knows how to shift no matter what the market, then you can always be winning in some way, shape, or form.
They need to be a good chameleon.
Yes, exactly right. So there's still risks in real estate, of course. We're not just saying that real estate's safe, it's perfect, there's no risk. There's still risk in real estate. You can still lose money, but in the end, it's why 90% of millionaires have real estate as part of their portfolio, because it is less risky and less volatile, and there's more certainty than other investments out there. And it's why we love real estate. Like, I'm the biggest fan of real estate. I'm also a dork and it's just such a weird mood today. Okay, I'm done.
So we better wrap this one up now. Make sure you stop on by our website, Freedom Capital Investments, to join our investor club. And I'm hesitant to ask, why, Danny?
You're going to get to see deals. Look, I'm going to be normal. You're going to get to see deals we're not allowed to advertise publicly. So there's some offerings that have to be private offerings. We have to have a relationship with you before you can see them. So if you join our investor club, that is going to start that relationship. You're going to get to see those and other communications that we don't share on social media.
Right. Yeah. This is information on the investor club that is not in the group on Facebook.
Yes.
It's not in the LinkedIn group. It's not on YouTube. It's not anywhere else.
That's
it's
right.
It's not on TikTok, Instagram.
TikTok.
I just created a new social media. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
We are winners today.
And it's not on MySpace or Flappergram or whatever.
Old man.
Anyway, but make sure you're checking us out on all those platforms. Let us know how we're doing. Give us questions, comments. Suggestions, anything that you feel, but 5-star reviews would be great. If you think
we're bringing you value and you like us,
if we've earned it,
everybody might be going just thumbs down on this one.
Yeah.
Danny's retarded.
But again, we like to end all of our episodes with
invest smart,
live happy.
Bye everybody.
Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on this show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss, y'all.